turn now...
Well, Lieutenant Bryson, I'm not sure that gives a full or quite fair interpretation of the document. Don't you think perhaps you ought to read the paragraph before?
The preceding paragraph, sir?
Yes.
Quote, Dr. Sharp always attempted to play both sides of the fence. He told me, and I know he told both other American representatives in Berlin and various British representatives, that he disapproved of practically everything the Nazis were doing. I recall on several occasions his saying, after the Nazi Party came into power, that if the Nazis were not stopped, they were going to ruin Germany and the rest of the world with it. I recall distinctly that he emphasized to me that the Nazis were inevitably going to plunge Europe into war. Mm-hmm. Close quote. If the court please, I would like to read also from the last paragraph. Mm-hmm. Quote, in my opinion, Schacht was in no sense a captive of the Nazis. He was not compelled to devote his time and his capacities to their interest. His situation was such that he would most likely have been able either to work on a much less restrained scale or to abstain from activity entirely. He continued to lend his services to the Nazi government out of opportunism. Close quote. I will offer, sir. I offer in evidence United States Exhibit number 628, consisting of excerpts from a pretrial interrogation of Schacht on 24 August 1945.
Where is it here?
You'll find it in the document book in the back, labeled Interrogation of 24 August. In 1935, Schacht stated flatly that Germany would, if necessary, acquire colonies by force. I offer in evidence EC 450, designated as United States Exhibit number 629. This document consists of an affidavit of S.R. Fuller, Jr., together with a transcript of his conversation with Schacht at the American Embassy in Berlin on 23 September 1935. I wish to read from page 6 of the document. Where there appears a statement by Schacht in the lower half of the page.
What was the date of the conversation?
The conversation occurred on 23 September 1935. The page numbers of this document are at the bottom. And I quote from page 6. Quote, Schacht. Colonies are necessary to Germany. We shall get them through negotiation if possible. But if not, we shall take them.
On page 6, is it?
Your Honor, please, the page numbers are at the bottom of the page and not at the top.
I'm on page 6. Oh. As year stated in the document, it's rather misleading as it is.
Court, please, the exhibit which is in evidence will show the dates.
Yes, I'm not blaming you, but it is misleading. Because it looks
I
like
agree with
September the 19th and December the 21st. And as there were 3 years interval between, it makes a difference. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, that is not 3 years, sir. Is it? Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, the excerpt simply shows the page numbers from the exhibit and not the dates. Schacht admittedly strained all the resources of Germany to build up a Wehrmacht which would provide Hitler with an instrument for realization of his desire for Lebensraum. In this connection, I offer in evidence EC 369, United States Exhibit number 31, consisting of a memorandum from the Reichsbank Directorate signed by Schacht, Hitler, dated 7 January 1939. I wish to read the last paragraph of the first page. Quote, "From the beginning, the Reichsbank has been aware of the fact that a successful foreign policy can be attained only by the reconstruction of the German armed forces. It, the Reichsbank, therefore assumed to a very great extent the responsibility to finance the rearmament in spite of the inherent dangers to the currency. The justification thereof was the necessity which pushed all other considerations into the background. Through the armament once, nothing. Furthermore, camouflage, which made a respect-commanding foreign policy possible." Close quote. It is clear that the successful foreign policy, which Schacht thus attributed to rearmament, included the Austrian and Czechoslovakian acquisitions. I offer in evidence EC 297A, United States Exhibit 632, being Schacht in Vienna, the Anschluss in March 1939.